It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. From downtown Milwaukee, tonight it's the hometown Milwaukee Bucks taking on the Detroit Pistons. The Pistons begin the game with the basketball. Rose to Drummond. It's claimed by Milwaukee. Bucks basketball. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall. Knocks it down from mid-range.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Bledsoe with the basketball. They trail by 2. Old school backs his man down for the basket.
Old school equals high percentage.
Rose into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Griffin. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. 2 for 2. That's what you want. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
Goes reverse to lay it in.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
Rose to Griffin. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Milwaukee with the basketball. Antetokounmpo to Lopez. Scores from the post.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Rose into the front court. He'll run the offense. Now a steal by Milwaukee.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Bledsoe to Antetokounmpo. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Giannis Antetokounmpo trying to cash in on the three-point play. A career 74% free throw shooter. Free throw good for Giannis. It's a three-point play as the Bucks add to their lead. The possession in favor of Detroit. To Griffin. Look out, Blake Griffin. That's now 4. He hasn't missed. Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads 1. Trying to cash in, and he hits.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Out of bounds, last touch by the Pistons. Looks like both teams are making substitutions.
Subbing in for the Pistons, number 8, Morris.
Giannis with it up top. Up by 3. Here comes the screen.
Big screen right there, big screen.
Greek freak for 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's now 5 in a row without a single miss.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
The Bucks at the controls. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles in and out.
What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Team foul number 1. That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Jose Calderon at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 87% from the line. Got it at the line. Bucks at the controls. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
You see this all the time. The defensive players establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's got 2 shots coming. Hasn't missed yet. And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. No good. Long heave from 3/4 court. That'll do it for the first quarter. The Bucks with the lead. One quarter down, and Jay, you know both coaches wanted to see more stops on the defensive end, but was that fun to watch or what?
Both teams are on fire, but speaking of competitive juices, one of the beautiful things that we heard during the timeout, in a team huddle, you heard multiple voices that weren't the coach saying how much more they needed to fight in order to win this game. Oh, trust me, the intensity level is going to pick up a couple of notches.
Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Here comes the screen. To Rose. Derrick Rose. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Leads 3. To Matthews. Nothing going here on that drive. Couple of cracks at the line now.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's Detroit's ball. To Rose. Screen coming. Rose. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Matthews to Antetokounmpo. Almost. Unlucky bounce. Kennard. To Rose. Nothing going here on that drive. Here comes the screen. Rose to Griffin. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Works it up top to George Hill. Going to launch beyond the arc. Won't go down. Griffin to Luke Kennard. To Rose. Nothing going here on that drive. Short jumper off the mark. Short jumper won't fall.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Here comes the screen. Rose. Rebound pulled down by Giannis. Matthews. Rose into the front court. They're down 3. Baseline drive. Short jumper misses.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Hill. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. Oh, bad pass, and the Bucks have it.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
George Hill to Antetokounmpo. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game.
Grab your latest trivia question and submit your answer on the team website. One lucky winner will have a chance to receive $500 by making a half-court shot.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
In the game for the Milwaukee Bucks.
To Griffin.
Chris Middleton.
And scores. Strong take.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Giannis with it up top. Under a minute to go before halftime. The screen sets him up for two.
Bread and butter. And there are a few that can do it better off the screen.
Now a steal by Milwaukee. Bledsoe to Adetokunbo. Cleans it up to Adetokunbo, and he's fouled. A trip to the line coming up.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Giannis Adetokunbo, a couple of free throws on the way. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Pistons ball here. Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. Time expires to end the first half. The Bucks in front.
Thanks, fellas. Jalen here with your halftime report. The Bucks entered halftime with a solid lead, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Pistons have dug themselves a bit of a hole after 2 quarters. They've got the break to figure some things out. And trust me, they've got a few things to figure out. Still, it's not like they're totally out of this game. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons.
First half stats. Player of the half.
Antetokounmpo was lighting up the scoreboard in the first half. And I'm not sure the defense will be able to figure out what it'll take to slow him down. He looks like he's in a zone.
Who was cold?
Derrick Rose was inefficient in the first half. He's been suffering through miss after miss, and no matter what he tries, it's just not working for him. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Giannis in control of the basketball. Up 6. Down to Griffin. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Blake Griffin sends it away. Bledsoe. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. It stays with Milwaukee. Bledsoe. Pass stolen by Detroit. To Luke Kennard. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Luke Kennard. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. First one, counted. Them both. Bledsoe with it up top. His guys lead here, early stages, 3rd quarter. Giannis Antetokounmpo knocks it down from mid-range.
And there's nothing more mentally intimidating for your opponent than when your own teammates are unselfish and make sure that you get the ball because they want you to drop 70 on them, maybe like Devin Booker did last year.
Rose to Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Antetokounmpo. Bledsoe slams it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Rose. Knocks it down off the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Bucks at the controls. To Middleton. Sizing up the defense. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. Beyond the arc for 3. No good. Rose into the front court. His group now down 2. Giannis Antetokounmpo tips it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Matthews to Middleton. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Rose into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. To Luke Kennard. Rose. Can't connect. Giannis with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
Giannis Antetokounmpo at the line for 2 shots. He's shooting 85% in this game. Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Pistons have it. Jackson. To Luke Kennard. Jackson. To Luke Kennard. Here comes the screen. From the painted area, won't go down. Bledsoe with the basketball. Leads 5 to Antetokounmpo. Hill. Too easy. Defense has to communicate.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Big finish at the rim. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Jackson. Markieff Morris, guarded by Powell. To Luke Kennard. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Missed that one. You want to see more, knowing the defender was still right there. Hill across the timeline. They can get it 2 for 1 if they hurry. Antetokounmpo to Middleton. It was right there. The possession in favor of Detroit. Here comes the screen. Yes, it drops. Little drama on that one. Late heave to beat the buzzer. There's the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. The Bucks with the lead. Pistons basketball here to start the 4th quarter. They trail to this point, but you'd have to say this one's up for grabs.
And the new style we play with in this league, all it takes is 3 quick threes, and you're right back in the ballgame.
Pau Gasol swats it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Jackson. Won't go.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Whoa, Chris Middleton. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Scores from the post.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Bledsoe with it up top. Up by 6. To Gasol. Has a look. Gasol with a shot that won't fall. Whoa, Chris Middleton. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was a look of a 3-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout called by Milwaukee as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the 4th quarter.
and I've been seeing a lot of barking back and forth between the players and the fans. I actually like that. I think that gets the players more engaged in the game, in particular sometimes when the game seems like it's dead air.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Short jumper stays out.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
To Reggie Jackson. Here comes the screen. Has a chance. Add 2 points to the board.
Oh my goodness! Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
Bucks basketball. To Middleton. Probing the defense. Bledsoe. It's no good. Shots not going down. To Jackson. Here comes the screen. Gets a look. Can't hit.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Bledsoe to Middleton. Trying to cash in. Bledsoe shot off the mark. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Now the Pistons going to use a timeout. That's their first. Leaves them with one remaining the rest of the way. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Griffin to Reggie Jackson. Milwaukee with the basketball.
Here we go. Here we go. Lock up, lock up. Here it comes.
Middleton. To Bledsoe.
1 minute remaining in the fourth.
Probing the defense. Bledsoe to Middleton. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Reggie Jackson rocks the rim.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
To Lopez. Blake Griffin. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Middleton. Tough shot. He hits.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Whistle stops play. Now we'll get a timeout here for Detroit. That's their second of the final 3 minutes. No more timeouts left the rest of the game. Griffin to Jackson. From long range. And Blake Griffin buries the three with a hand in his face.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Here comes the intentional foul, but they did have one to give, so no free throws yet. They'll shoot after the next foul.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a two-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Deep three at the buzzer. The Bucks claim victory as they take care of business at home. That does it. For my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
Here we go with the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bucks won this game after a close finish. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Milwaukee Bucks. The Pistons just couldn't close this one out. And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Antetokounmpo gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here's our top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
These are the upcoming matchups for the Milwaukee Bucks. See y'all next time. Jalen Rose signing out.